I think I told you this yesterday, one of the last times. There you go.
They're lying to me now. They've been lying to me my whole life. Welcome to the Useless Eater Show.
What's going on, fella?
It's another beautiful day in Las Vegas. A little chilly, but it's beautiful.
It's not chilly.
It sure was. Oh my gosh, you're freezing up. Let me see if I can refresh you.
Hold on. Let me bounce and I'll bounce back in. I think I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi over here. I'll fix it up. Yeah. Give me a minute.
All right. Welcome, everybody. We are streaming live on X, live on YouTube, and on Rumble, the Useless Eaters show. Gilbo and Jeffy C. I'm not sure if I think my mic might be coming in pretty hot. The chat is on. I have not added the chat. Let's see if we could add the chat. Okay, let's get Jeffy back on the screen. All right, there's Jeffy.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason, technical problem on my side, but Jeffy got it fixed. Thanks, Jeffy.
I don't know about that, dude. I just found the right Wi-Fi. I had like 3 different things I can dial into. So I'm catching a little bit of an echo. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I noticed that last time. I'm not getting it now, but if you're getting it, then it's something that I've done. Okay. Welcome, everybody. I was just letting everyone know we're streaming live on X, YouTube, and Rumble. We'll start the show that way, then we'll go to Rumble only after a little while. It's been a week. I miss ya. Good to see you. What's going on with Jeffy C?
Dude, I'm just chilling, bro. I was a crazy holiday, man. I worked all day. Came home and had to take care of my family after that. Binged out on Yellowstone. Just trying to unplug a little bit.
Nice.
I'm very relaxed right now. I watched Bandon yesterday, and it was basically Entrepreneur Black Friday. They just talked to all their sponsors, which was kind of cool, man. But I'm just like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
Maureen Bandon was on for part of the show too.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And then Natalie was just she's hitting on all cylinders, just taking Vindman out.
Oh, dude, she's not one to play. Not one to play. So cute. She's such a little girl, and then all of a sudden she's like a viper, man. Just rip your face right off.
Yeah, she's come a long way.
Oh my god, dude, she's great.
She definitely was next man up while Bannon was in prison. That's for darn sure.
Oh, she was Bannon incarnate. You know, when her rants are pretty epic.
Yeah. Let me grab the chat just in case we get somebody in chat that we can show that.
Man, dude, I was on X the last couple days, and I'm just seeing like I don't have a huge account at all. I think my account's like 100. It was like 650 people. They must have done a bot purge or something, man, because I dropped 100 out of nowhere.
100 followers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that I get followed, and then I look at the person who followed me, and they have no posts, and it's a picture.
A chick with a cam girl. I'm getting a lot of cam girl.
Yeah, it's like it's a picture of an Asian woman, maybe from the side or the back, and I don't believe any of those are real people, but I don't know. I haven't really tried to interact with anybody. I just watch a lot of stuff on X, but I don't really post too much yet.
I do. I post. I try,
So, gosh, I don't know. I'm really disappointed. I was on X today watching. It was a show. I think it was by Ryan Matters or Ryan Matera. It was a show about all the trafficking of children, and I know we've covered it on our transmission a lot, but just the corruption in our government on and they were showing the amount of money that they're spending on these NGOs was like
ridiculous, bro.
It was like 15 million during Nancy Pelosi, and now it's 115 million under Mike Johnson. And it's like, okay, we have so many Republican criminals in Washington D.C.
Out of control, brother. Out of control.
I can see why a lot of people don't want to have anything to do with elections, and why a lot of people just want to tune out and not pay attention to that stuff, because it's just sickening.
Yeah,
we vote these people to go to work for us, and they're working for themselves or working for whoever's paying them.
Well, it's unfortunate, man, and we're going to see what happens with. Listen, are they still counting votes in California? Are they still trying to finish that up?
I think it was there. Yeah, like now we're, here we had this landslide in the House, but now all of a sudden, it's going to be about two seats, and then then you talk about there's 3 people who are out now, so they're not even going to count. I think
they're gonna have to have special elections, and for like the JD Vance, their special election for his seat. You're gonna have to have a special election for who else is up there?
I think it was one of the women.
Stefanik.
Yeah, Stefanik.
New York.
That's right.
Well, we'd like
to welcome everybody to the transmission.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to start just by going I mean, gosh, I was watching this thing about Bill Gates the other day, and it's going to be hard to hear this. I don't even know if I believe this one. It's so crazy. Let's see if I can.
I can't stand this fucking guy. I can't stand it.
Left over here.
Yeah, let's see if this plays. It's hard to hear, but I'm going to try it. Let's see if we can go to this. See if this thing will play.
Excuse me. On the left over here, we have individuals who are religious fundamentalists, religious fanatics, and this is the expression, RT-PCR, real-time PCR expression of the VMAT2 gene. Over here, we have individuals. So let me complete. So over here, we have individuals who are not particularly fundamentalist, not particularly religious, and you can see there's a much reduced expression of this particular gene, the VMAT2 gene. Another evidence that supports our hypothesis for the development of this approach. What you see
here is by spreading this virus, we're going to eliminate individuals from donning on a bomb vest and going into a market and blowing up the market.
So our hypothesis is that these are fanatical people, that they have overexpression of the VMAT2 gene, and that by vaccinating them against this, we'll eliminate this behavior. So we have some very, very remarkable data in this next slide. Here we have two brain scans. These are fMRIs.
So just to stop for a second, this is supposed to be back in like 2001, and Bill Gates is doing some kind of a briefing to CIA, and he's talking about like they've somehow isolated this gene that has something to do with someone being a religious fanatic. And they're like, we what we do is we can put this person, we hook them up to this brain scan, and we scan their brain. And while we're showing them videos of a bunch of religious stuff, and this one particular part of the brain just lights up if it's okay to them and they buy into it and they're, that's their thing. And then this other part of the brain lights up if they're annoyed or disturbed or don't like what they're seeing. And he's literally talking to them about how we can get these people sick with the flu.
Oh my God.
And then what we could do is we can give them the vaccine, and this vaccine has something in it that will go to that particular gene and isolate or fix it, so they'll no longer be a religious fanatic. And
That's such horseshit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I watched this video and I'm like, what the hell? So they want to deliver something in vaccines that affects genes?
Well, dude, he's already okay. So I can see the date on here. It's April of 2005. So it's almost 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So he's been trying to fuck with people's DNA through vaccines for 20 years. So you're telling me that the COVID bullshit wasn't a setup?
Exactly. My gosh. Okay, let me go to
And then
this.
wait a minute. He's also talking about administering some sort of vaccines, probably mRNA vaccines, to cows so that they don't produce methane when they fart and burp because of climate change.
I heard Alex talking about that. Alex Jones was saying, well, then also, they don't fart, but then they don't make protein. They don't make good protein. Like,
right. So, I mean, the guy is a
quack. He's a quack.
No, dude,
mad scientist.
He's not even a mad scientist. He's just he's a person who basically is an opportunist who didn't create the code for Microsoft. He stole it and he licensed it and he became a billionaire. And his dad is a depopulation guy, and he's a depopulation guy. Hands down. All of this. I mean, dude, if you've seen the TED Talk with him where he's talking about, we got this global climate issue and it's all carbon based, and to bring down the carbon, here are the 4 things that we've got to bring down. And one of those things was population. He goes, so 3 of these things all need to be decreased, and he goes through, what did they say? What do they call it? What's the flowery term they call it? Reproductive health care and vaccines. We can control the population a little bit better. We can bring those numbers down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So through vaccines, so many vaccines, bro, they just want to, they want to sterilize us with vaccines. They're trying to figure that whole thing out. It's like that show Utopia. Did you see that?
Yeah.
John Cusack?
Yeah, total utopia.
Right. So
my gosh,
it's exactly what they're trying to do. They're just actually kind of saying, "Hey, Jane's here. Jane, what's up?
Welcome, Jane.
Jane T in the hizzy." But yeah, dude, it's a total depopulation play. Bill Gates isn't trying to save anybody's life. He's trying to end people's lives or end. I mean, I think that if you watch that show Utopia, that monologue that Cusack does, where he's like, if we can get the population down to 1.7 billion, we can live high on the hog. So they want to, so I think that that's just predictive programming is what that is.
Yeah, I agree. Here, check out this programming. Here's, I got a video for us.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what that building is? That's on Epstein Island.
Oh, yeah. The temple.
The wimp's on the loose. He's bought all the land. He's out for revenge to hurt every man. He'll print all the food and drug every kid. Pretend like he's good, then hide what he did. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe till we have gates behind the bars. The geek's in control. He's changed his disguise. His chemical world will be your demise. He's sick and he's cruel and acts like he's God. Speaks on the stage while zombies applaud. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe till we have gates behind the bars. He's coming for you. His plans at the door. He's climbed through the windows. He's fought of the war. He deals in the dark and buys his own truth. He'll package it up and he'll sell it to you. All the sheep will believe, afraid they will die. Trapped by the one who has wrapped them in lies. The creep's not alone. He plots with his friends. The forum they have is a circle of sin. There's snakes all around who traffic and kill. They'll dope up the world with needles and pills. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Hey, nobody's safe till we have gates behind bars. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Hey, nobody's safe till we have gates behind bars.
Well, this won't be the last pandemic that we face. So we'll have to prepare for the next one. That
Prepare for the next one.
will get it this time.
Yeah, we'll get them next time. Oh my gosh.
And then, they get a little smirk on their face, like you saw those videos. We've all seen the videos. I mean, the guy is just straight up evil. He wants us all gone. Easily. You can identify it. You can see it. He is a scumbag. I still don't understand how he is taken seriously by anybody. I mean, okay, maybe I'm being naive now because we know he's got money for days. That's why he's being taken seriously.
Yeah.
He's not a biologist. He's not a scientist. He's not even a coder. You know what I mean? He's a fraud. But he's got money. He's got a lot of it.
Yeah. And he's bought up a lot of the American farmland, and I think even the government helped him do it. I mean,
Well, between him and China, they own like 500,000 acres, and there's like 900,000 acres of farmland in the United States, according to Nicole Shanahan. I was listening to her on War Room, and you know, her whole thing is, you know, we got to make the soil healthy again. And she said it's not a hard thing to do. We just got to stop with the Monsanto bullshit and the spraying and the killing that they do, because, you know, there's a whole biome in the soil. And we need that to be restored so that we have nutrient-rich foods that grow in our soil. So, and it's easily, it can be taken care of pretty easily. And we've got like almost 1 billion acres of farmland in this country, and you know, we need to preserve it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Frankie got in here.
All right, welcome, Frankie.
Frankie, you want to come up and say hi? Come here, buddy. Come on over here. Come here. Say hello. Here's Frankie.
Hey, Frankie.
He's a
Not shy.
devil. He's a handsome devil. Bite me any second. I can feel him getting ready.
Attack of Frankie.
Frankie, say hello.
Hello, Frankie. Can't
Say
hear.
goodbye. You'll probably hear him shortly because he's he got a little taste of the outdoors, and he digs it. And then he's like, I want to go back outside. You know, if I'm outside with him. Anyway, that's the whole other thing.
So
Anyway,
this,
there's Frank.
this next clip I got is
He's a real cat.
Yeah, exactly. We're not just talking about him. This next clip, let's see. It's The Enemy from Within.
Uh-oh.
A massive, vicious, crooked, radical left machine that runs today's Democrat Party. It's just this amorphous group of people, but they're smart and they're vicious, and we have to defeat them. And when I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy. No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within, but this is who we're fighting. These are the people who are doing such harm to our country.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday of getting back at you. And we need the intelligence community. We don't know what's going on. Look at the Russian hacking.
Oh,
They have
it's
6
bullshit.
ways from Sunday of getting back at you.
Yeah, they do.
It's the enemy from within, all the scum that we have to deal with, that hate our country. That's a bigger enemy than China and Russia.
We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result. And we are prepared to fight back once again.
Let me just say this to Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term, because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time, and we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against Russia. I promise you.
The unelected bureaucracy of the federal government is having meetings at some level about how to thwart or countermand the commander-in-chief. The unelected bureaucracy of this government answers to the civilian and duly elected leadership that we just did. And now you're going to read that these unelected bureaucrats are plotting against you?
It's the enemy from within.
And when Donald Trump wins the presidency, there may be a full-fledged investigation into those in Congress who aided and abetted this corrupt criminal activity, and we should look at who was responsible for what, and whether there was any ill will and intention to suppress evidence from federal investigators. And if there was, that's a crime whether you're in Congress or not. And let's see who broke the law. The deep state has always gotten away with it because the deep state has been in charge. Remember, it's that whole uniparty thing. You have to defeat the deep state. There's going to be a cataclysmic implosion in Washington, D.C., the likes that we have not seen. And the deep state, once it's sunk, cannot be raised, just like the Titanic. And we are going to see a new day in Washington where people are held accountable internally in government for their criminal conduct.
I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within. Well, I always say so. We have two enemies. We have the outside enemy, and then we have the enemy from within. And the enemy from within, in my opinion, is more dangerous.
I would agree.
I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're the big, and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, because they can't let that happen. The enemy from within.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. And a lot of them are rhino cuffs.
The enemy from within.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of rhino cuffs out there too that are part of that, bro.
Sure are.
100%. I mean, look at these fucking cards. What's it? Susan Collins and Murkowski. You know,
Yeah.
They just approved another one of the judges for the dude. They're Democrats. They're not even rhinos. They're Democrats.
Yeah.
I don't know. Get it.
Yeah, they voted for our current AG, but they wouldn't vote for Gates. So
No.
yeah.
Well, at least Murkowski, she's kind of saying, I am not going to vote yes for any candidate that he puts forth that isn't highly vetted from the FBI. Excuse me. And I mean, I think that's her get out of jail free card. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
He's got to get him through, man. I'm still not crazy about his Surgeon General pick, but listen, man, he put Jay Bhattacharya in there. He's got Macri in there. I think it has Markari. I forget how to say his name. Marty. I think it's Macari. Marty Macari. That's how you say it. Not Macari. Those guys are rock stars. So I mean, we'll see. So it's kind of like the yin and the yang on the COVID thing. On with having the Surgeon General. So maybe. I was listening to somebody talk about it, and it kind of made sense. It's like, now there's going to be a debate on the healthcare front. They got to get RFK in there. They got to find a spot for Nicole Shanahan. I just love her. She's just freaking great. They got to figure out something for her. Navarro's probably going to get in there on the China front. That's going to be good. I was listening to Bannon talk about, like Rubio and stuff like that. And he's like, listen, man, Rubio's not my number one choice, but he is a China hawk. And I think if that's what Trump is up to, he picked a good guy for the Secretary of State.
Well, they're not going to be disrespecting him. That's for damn sure. Well, when he goes in the room with the Chinese.
Well, not Rubio, they won't. I mean, he's got the number, bro. So we'll take that. Listen, I don't know. Listen, I'm just going to trust what Trump's plan is. And like I said, I like a lot of them. I'm really serious. I saw Cash Patel on Maria Bartiromo last week. That's probably the only Fox show that I actually kind of like to watch. Got it on the DVR. I like Maria Bartiromo. She asks hard questions. She's pretty awesome. She had Cash on there, and Cash sounds like the guy for the FBI. Definitely. And then the pick that he's got for to run the CIA, I think is pretty solid. Name is escaping me at this moment, but yeah, and Tulsi running the DNI, I'm down with that too.
I wonder, I just noticed in our lower third, the free Tina Peters. I haven't heard, you don't hear much about, Bannon's one of the ones that talks about her, and I've heard Mike Lindell talk about her.
Yeah.
I sure hope that
all the election integrity people are talking about her.
I hope they can do some kind of investigation and get to the bottom of that and get her out.
If Trump he can pardon her. Day one.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, I'd love to see that.
And he says he's going to go case by case on the J6 guys. You know what I mean? He's got to look at the Oath Keepers dude. They got to look at the Proud Boys guys. What's his name? Enrique Tarrio. What's the name of the Oath Keepers?
It's escaping me.
Yeah.
He wasn't even there.
I know. It was Enrique Tarrio.
Right.
Actually, what's his name? The Oath Keepers.
I thought it was Rhodes.
Yeah. Stuart Rhodes. Right. And he was discouraging people from going into the Capitol.
Yep.
You know, and they're trying to make it, you know, this big, huge conspiracy that he and Bannon and all these people and blah, 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 you know, planned the whole fucking thing. And we know that there was agitators in the crowd from the FBI that they didn't say out loud. It's like, we can't talk about the assets that we had in the crowd. They definitely had assets in the crowd. How many? Who knows? A lot. We still don't know what's going on with the pipe bomber.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to see Owen Schroyer get pardoned so he can be like fully like removed. I mean, Owen Schroyer, Navarro, and Bannon are the three patriots on my and Tina Peters for that matter that have actually served prison time.
Dude, I read something on X where they were talking about allowing all of the big conservative podcasters into the you know briefing room.
Wow,
Owen Schroyer would be awesome in there.
Yes.
You know.
So, I got to show you. Let's see if I can find that video.
Fluoride shirt.
Yeah, I got the. There's poison in the tap water.
Yeah.
I got some more coming.
Yeah, I got to get a couple.
I've been diligently.
I want to try the CMOS.
Diligently taking my CMOS. I just ordered 3 more bottles, so that I'm set. And I went to Dr. Jones Naturals. I just started this morning and got this sore less inflammation support, but I got it because it has turmeric root in it.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was like curcumin or something like that. It's something good. So I just started taking this today.
Well, he's got a quercetin supplement, and I take the foundational energy supplement, methylfolate with B12. I take that from Dr. Jones.
Oh, good. This has quercetin in it as well. Quercetin, berberine, and piperine.
Yep.
And magnesium. So I don't know. I'm gonna. I keep watching Alex and, he talks about, hey, come on, give me some more support. And it's like, yeah, I want to show my support. And, hey, I want to improve my health. So what the heck?
Improve your health. And if you buy from the ajstore.com, man, you're entering for that new Tremor freaking F-250, bro.
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
$10K in your pocket. And you get some pretty cool swag.
I wanted to show this. I thought this was the coolest meme on X this last couple weeks. Elon Musk trying not to buy MSNBC. I think it was posted by Elon. And lead us not into temptation.
I don't know, man. Might be interesting. I'd love to see that happen, bro. Fire them all.
But the fake mainstream news media, nobody wants to watch it. I mean, I was watching this Acosta the other night melting down over Elon and Trump spending so much time together. And then I was reading down below it, and they're like, there might be less than 100,000 people even watching that broadcast. I mean, because nobody's tuning in.
If that, bro. If that.
Right.
If that. It's just it's just gross, dude. It's gross. I mean, these people are they had to give Rachel Maddow a pay cut, and now she's only making like $25 million a year.
Oh, poor Rachel.
And she does one show a week. It's like Bannon says, she's the brain trust over there. I mean, she's not a dumb person. Rachel Maddow is very, very sharp. You know what I mean? Very smart. But she's just she's a propagandist. Very good.
And it sounds like the views on the chopping block as well.
Good.
Yep. So here I got another video queued up. This is an old Musk video.
The huge breakthrough that SpaceX aspires to achieve, and this is a very difficult thing, is to make it a fully reusable orbital launch vehicle.
You get a lot of that at first.
So today, I mean, SpaceX hasn't launched into the geostationary orbit yet, but I mean, they're doing very well. Their progress is going forward amazingly well. What I'm discovering in the market, though, is that SpaceX primarily seems to be selling a dream, which is good. We should all dream. I mean, I think the $5 million launch or $15 million is a bit of the dream. Personally, I think reusability is a dream. And I think recently I was at a session where I was told that there's no recovery plan because they're not going to have any failures. So I think that's a part of a dream. So at the moment, I feel that we're looking, and you're presenting to me, how am I going to respond to a dream? And my answer to respond to a dream is, first of all, you don't wake people up. They have to wake up on their own. And then once the market has woken up to the dream and reality, then we'll compete with that.
Pretty
So
badass.
his dream has become a reality, and he's the only one who can do it. Reusability.
It's a game changer. Listen, I'm still not a fan of electric cars, but I mean, if I was going to get an electric car, I'd probably get a Tesla. You know? But yeah, man. I mean, he's doing some pretty innovative shit. However, I mean, he's not, everybody gives him a lot of credit for Tesla, but he didn't, again, it's kind of like a Bill Gates thing. I'm not saying he's like Bill Gates. I'm just saying that he did not invent the Tesla. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got involved with the two guys that did and took it to the next level. So we got to give him props where props is due. And I'm not saying that he's not a great engineer. I don't know. I think he is. Not sure how much he's involved in the engineering of SpaceX and, all that stuff. And then, of course, the satellite system, too. You know what I mean? So he's finding the right people and getting behind them and taking it to the next level, just like he kind of did with X. I mean, he turned Twitter into X, and Twitter is, he took a little bit of a hit, I'm sure, but he's kind of changed the business plan. I do not like the chick that he hired, Linda What's-Her-Nuts, for his CEO with the, we can't control free speech, but we can control your reach. That's definitely censorship. You know what I mean? I know, what is it, this 500-600 followers I have, you know what I mean? I know I'm not being seen by all of them. You know what I mean? I'm also not a paid, blue check mark either. You know what I mean? I still haven't decided if I want to buy the fucking,
I'm a blue check mark. Woo, woo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I paid $84 for a year. What the heck? I haven't used it. I've got to use it more, but all right.
I took the money and put it on Rumble Premium.
All right, for
Rumble
all of
Premium.
all of you that are watching us on X or YouTube, we're gonna just be streaming, or our transmission will be only on Rumble. So I'll just change that now.